Hi guys, what's up? Jambo. Oh my goodness, it's been a minute. I have not seen you. I have missed you guys. Hey, I have missed you so much. Thank you guys to those of you who were concerned as to my absence, long absence, and you have DM'd me, you have asked me, Sharon, are you okay? Mbona tukoni kwa mtandao siku hizi? You're not even giving us updates as you used to. What's going on? Thank you guys. I am alright. I am good. I have time and time again, I normally take a break because like you guys, I've told you before, for those of you who follow me or who have followed me long enough, you know that I also have another full-time job. So sometimes balancing the full-time job, coming here on YouTube, and then you guys also disappointing me by only giving me a few views. Hey, mpaka nashindwa sasa, is it even worth doing it? But there's somebody who told me, and I'm truly grateful. Kuna mtu alinichanua akaniambia, Sharon, even if you've got 50 views, how many people can gather 50 people to come and listen to them? So be satisfied with that and just be patient and wait for growth to come. So guys, sometimes you need that encouragement. We are human beings. When you post a video and unapata kwa sijui na 9 views, 10 views, 50 views, sometimes it can be very disappointing. But like my friend told me, hata kama ni yao 50, gathering 50 people, you try and gather 50 people and tell them to come and sit here and listen to you. Uone how hard that is. So for that, I am truly grateful. My name is Sharon wa Baraka, and you are welcome to Baraka Global Media. In this channel, we talk about immigration to the UK. For those of you who are interested in immigrating from your different countries of origin to come to the UK on the skilled worker visa, or in whichever other ways you'd like to come and live here in the UK, that is what I predominantly talk about in this channel. But I also do have another channel, Sharon Baraka Vlogs. That's where I post a lot of my travel and lifestyle videos. So if that is the kind of content that you're interested in, if you want to know more about the UK, how the UK looks like, that kind of thing, yes, I post that update in that other social media platform. So yes guys, yes, if you haven't noticed, I have done my hair in a different way. Nimekata, imagine, shaved. Yes, and the reason why is, if you have followed me on my other YouTube channel, you will see that I said we are traveling, so I'm going to be dropping travel videos over there. Yes, destination right now. If you're watching this video, maybe I've already disclosed the destination, I don't know, but go check it out on Sharon Baraka Vlogs, where we are traveling and what we are doing, because we've got very good things that are happening over there. And for that reason, that's actually why I have also been very quiet on this channel, because we've been busy planning some things for our travel. And everything is documented on Sharon Baraka Vlog. So please go there, check it out, and do not forget to subscribe to my channel whilst you are on there. And if you are watching me here and you have not subscribed to my channel, please do not forget to hit that red subscribe button, subscribe to my channel, and also do not forget to share with your friends, with your families. Share, because the information that I share here is actually vital information that can change your life forever. Without further ado, guys, I'll go straight into the video that I am talking to you about today. And in today's video, we are going to be talking about things you need to know before you leave your country. So they're vital things that you must have in place before you even start the relocation journey, or even before you start the journey of making an application for your visa to come to the UK. There are key things that you need to know, or that you need to have in place. One of those things, guys, I keep telling you, is you must have a passport. There's no point of thinking that you'd like to come and live here in the UK if you don't even have a passport. Kama hauna passport, unafanya nini, my friend? So first and foremost thing, tafuta passport. go to your embassies or to your wherever mnachukuanga passport in your country of origin, uchukue, not embassy, go to the government house yenye iko kwa your country of origin, wherever it is that you take your passports, apply for a passport. That's the first and the foremost thing that you need to do. Ukishapata passport, then guys, you need to start now thinking about the documents that you will need to provide to your employer as evidence. For those of you who are making jobs applications to come here to the UK, you'll be required to produce some evidences. And these evidences, what is on ninakwambianga za CV and everything, there are some other evidences that you guys must have and you must prove to your employer before you can even start your relocation journey. And here, evidences come in form of documents. So there's going to be a lot of paperwork. Paperwork, guys, here you cannot escape. There's a lot of paperwork that you're going to do. So please make peace with that. And that is the same process. Even for those who are already here, we do a lot of paperwork. So you cannot escape that. One of those paperworks that you will need is proof of residence. They normally ask for 5 years, proof of residence. Now, residence ni mali unaishi. Na I think when they ask for these things, they think in the way that here in the UK is like you have an address, a physical address, you got a number, and a mail comes into your address. That is the mentality they have. But if you are a person that is coming maybe from tuseme tu Kenya, unatoka Kenya, atunanga physical addresses. What we have is a PO box, and you can use that. There's nothing wrong with using your PO box address. Lakini hapa wanatakanga 5 years worth of addresses mali umeishi for the last 5 years, and they imagine that for those places that you have lived kukuona different addresses, so you have to evidence that. Now for you guys who are coming from Kenya, sijui mtakuwa mkitafuta nini, but one thing maybe I can advise is things like bank statements. Sijui kama inakuanga na address, it must have an address hata kwa nini kwa bank statement, so that's something that you can use. Mali ilipostiwa iyo PO box yako, mali iyo barua ilipostiwa, si kona address, that is something that you can use as evidence of address. Sababu hiyo ni barua ya bank. Kitu ingine, barua ya stima, an electricity letter kama KPLC, or I know I get watched by people from all over the world. Whatever utility provider you have in your country, you can ask for their address. Or you can actually, I don't know, usually you get mails that will have an address. So that is something else that you can use. Another thing ni your mobile provider. So Safaricom ama Vodafone ama whatever provider you use, unaweza tumia hiyo phone bill as a proof of address kama iko na address hapo hivyo kwa nini, kwa bill. So those are some of the things that you can use. If you've maybe bought something and the invoice has your address, that is also something else that you can use as proof of address. But usually, let me just give you an example. So usually the form of addresses that are accepted here in the UK is a bank statement or a letter from the bank that has your address on it, a utility bill that has your name and your address on it, a telephone bill that has your name and your address on it. Kitu ingine kama driving license. If you have a driving license, here the driving licenses, they normally have their addresses, so it obviously will have your name and it will also have your it will also have your address on it. Those are some of the examples of the things that they will be acceptable here in the UK, and if you've got any of those in your country of origin, you can use them. The other thing that you will need is a certificate of good conduct. So here in the UK, we call it DBS. And a DBS is a certificate from your authorities or from the police to show that you're a person of good character. Haujaishi kuishinda kwa jela ati you've just been released the other day, sasa unatoroka, ni kama unatoroka unakuja kutafuta job hapa UK. No. So they want to know that you've been a person of good character, you're not running away from the authorities, you've not been in jail for anything, and if you have, you can explain the reason why. Here wanatakanga tu uexplainie, kwa sababu kuna watu end up kwa jela maybe for crimes that they did not even commit, kitu kama hiyo. As long as you can explain and evidence that is not the worst of the worst, hata kama ushaenda kwa jela, don't give up. Just give an explanation for what did you go, ulisentensiwa kwa nini, ama umekuwa na mkono mrefu wa sheria umekushika because of what. You can explain. They accept that as well. Now from that, the other thing you will need is also a medical certificate. Most people who are coming, especially from the African countries, kuna kuanga na hizi tropical diseases such as tuberculosis, TB. Now, if you're coming, especially you're making an application to come and do a job working with vulnerable people here in the UK, they're not going to allow you to come here and work with vulnerable people when you don't have a good health certificate. So you'll be required to undertake a medical test and also have a certificate to prove that. And I believe that comes at a cost. So you need to check how much it is going to cost you before you even start the process of coming to the UK, or even thinking that you're going to apply for a job. So those are some of the things that you can be researching on, how much money it costs, and put that on the side. I'm not saying you go and do it, because there's no point going to do the medical if you're not going to get the job, but at least know how much it is going to cost you. If you're coming with your family, do the research and know how much it's going to cost you and your family to do things like that. Iyo pesa unakuwa una save. You put that money on the side. Kila mwezi unakuwa unaeka hiyo pesa. Okay. And then the other thing, which is very, very important, I told you guys, some employers will offer you 30 days accommodation when you come over here, but not all employers will do that. Some will expect you come and look for your own accommodation. And so guys, you need to know when you're coming where exactly you're going to stay. And accommodation in shida hapa. Let me just be very truthful. Accommodation hapa UK, it's not that easy. So you must do your research before you leave. Utakuwa ukienda kuishi wapi? If you apply for a job, say for instance umepata job London, you cannot look for an accommodation in Manchester because the distance is just too far. So again, do your research guys to know where you can rent. You don't have to rent in London because London can be quite costly. You can maybe rent in the Midlands, tuseme mahali kama Oxford ama Coventry. Hapo ni karibu na London. You can take a train straight into London and it's not going to be too much. Milton Keynes is aside, it's not too much. Again, do your research and know the distance that you're going to be traveling, and that will help you also to find a cheap accommodation. So what you can do initially, because if you don't have friends or people that can host you for at least 30 days, what you can do is get an Airbnb. Naziko, okay? Pay for that Airbnb for maybe a month, because let's be truthful, you cannot come here within a week and then find an accommodation. It does not work like that. And the other video I'm going to be telling you is things that you will need to know after you have arrived in the UK, because that's also another process. You can't arrive and look for a house or an accommodation within a month. There are people who even stay up to 6 months and they're still not settled. So, but at least 30 days, it is important to know where you're going to live for 30 days. And then that is going to give you a starting point. So when you start looking for a house, you can now go and tell your housing provider, kama ni those private landlords, when you're not after nyumba na hao, I have been here in the UK, I am new, I have arrived, and I have only lived here for 30 days. I don't have a proof of address for 5 years, because again, normally they'll ask you for 5 years proof of addresses here in the UK or residence here in the UK. And obviously, as a newcomer, you will not have that. So be truthful, be open and honest with them, and tell them you can get a letter from your employer to evidence that yes, they are working with you, yes, you are new in the country, and they are in support of you finding an accommodation when you come to live here in the UK. So that's something else that you guys can ask for. And then when you get that letter for supporting you with your accommodation, then you need 1 month's rent and 1 month's deposit. So you see, you need a lot of money. Now, kama you've only just landed and you've only got a salary for 1 month, you see, it's not enough to give you 1 month deposit and 1 month's rent. Kwa hivyo, that means when you're leaving your country, you must come with some money that you'll be able to put as down payment. Hiyo pesa unakuja nayo usitumie yote. You will need to have some money in your account that you can use for things like setting up your accommodation, things like unaeka deposit for that 1 month in your accommodation, and it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be cheap. So guys, all I'm telling you is be prepared to spend financially. These things are not actually coming cheap. Let's not lie. These things are not coming cheap. You're going to spend a lot of money, and you're going to need to put a lot of money, a lot of savings on the side. Relocating is the most expensive thing. Wacha tu niwaambie ukweli, relocating does not come cheap. Whether you're coming here to the UK or whether you're going to another country, the story is the same. The story is the same, guys. Relocation does not come cheap, so you will need to put a lot of money on the side before you can even move, before you can relocate to go into another country. So that's it. I'm going to leave there up to the accommodation, the things that you need to know before you come. Those are very important things. I have seen people who have traveled, they have come here, na nimepigiwa simu na watu kadhaa, oh Sharon, nilikuja nilipata job but niko stranded, na niko na watoto, I don't know what to do. And those are people that probably didn't do their research, waliambiliwa job, they sold everything, wakakuja hapa, and now they come over here and they get stranded. And it's not easy at all to be stranded in a foreign country. There are people that could be out there that would be willing to help. But, hey, me knowing the UK, acha tu nisiseme kitu, but you might not be very lucky to get the help that you think you will get if you're coming here blindly. If you're coming here blindly, it might cost you. And I don't want you to end up being costed or feeling like, what did I even come here to do? Because sisi wote tulianzia hapo. Sisi pia tumetoka nje na tuko hapa. Tulianzia hapo pia sisi. It was a struggle for most people. Everybody that is here will have a story to tell before they settled chenye walipitia. Hakuna mtu hajapitia mwenye amekuja hapa kutoka nje. So you're not the only one, so you'll survive. You know, it's not the end of the road. It doesn't mean that's the end of it all, but there are lessons. If myself, I knew before I came here, I probably would have done things differently. And that is where I am helping you guys, so that when you're making those decisions, you're making an informed decision and you're not going to end up feeling helpless or feeling like you're lost. It's a very long video today, so I'm not going to continue. Let's do another video and tell you now things that you need to know when you arrive in the UK. Things that people have not told you about. I will come and I'll tell you those things, guys. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Hit that red subscribe button. Smash it. Smash it. Smash it. That red subscribe button. Subscribe to this channel. And join Team Baraka. Share, guys. Let me not only address 50 people. Help me to address 5,000 of you, 50,000 of you. Yes, let's go viral, guys, as we share this vital information that I share with you. Again, go check it out. One of the other reasons that I have been missing in action in this channel is because I have been on Sharon or Baraka vlogs. There's a lot of things, nice things that are cooking over there. Yes, guys, so go check it out. Subscribe to that channel as well. That channel, we normally do travel and lifestyle, so go check it out if that's the kind of content that you like. If you like seeing how the UK is, I post some videos here and there to show you how the UK is, so go check it out, guys, and subscribe to my channel whilst you are there. Thank you, guys. Again, we are growing steadily, but we need to increase the growth. Let's not slow down, guys. Let's not slow down, but consistency is the key. Anyway, I keep saying I'm finishing, and I am still here. I'm ending this video, and until I come back with another video, for now, Baraka.